Jacksonville Pool.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Tim Jones here on behalf of Jacksonville APA, the home to the Voice of Jacksonville Pool, guys. Welcome back to the fall triangles here from the 2025. Of course, we're in 2026 now. Made some quick adjustments here, guys. We're trying to be able to bounce between the two tables a little bit. I need to get my other camera set up for them, but we're going to join in on this match right now that's happening. And we got Mr. Dale coming to the table here. Team Iron Racks representing. Already got the first rack underway. And he's against Mr. Robert Walters there. Both skill level 4s. Both a nice 3-3 race there. And I'm trying to find out who is on the other side. Marlene, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you want to update me as for who's on the other side, but I do know that Iron Racks is up 1-0 on both sides right this very moment. By the way, go Jags. Woo! Hope everybody's having a blessed and wonderful day. Come on in, come on in. What a good shot with the bridge, by the way. A great way to start that off. So looking at this 3-ball here. Shooting pretty good so far. Yeah, he's stroking pretty good. Now, I'm fairly certain that is the... Well, no, actually, that might be the 1-ball on top of the 8 right there. He may have a little bit more work left to do. A little bit more work left to do there, chat. Now, guys, with today being the one-loss side brackets, the rounds are nice and compact because teams are able to play on 2 tables at once. Oh, he had such good force follow on that, too. What a good run by Dale. But yeah, tables are being ran 2 at a time. So matchup 1 and 2 are being ran together.
There. I mean, like they don't fit, but nothing. I'm not talking about there, Kelly. Put it up there in the box.
Tommy coming over to help out Robert on the table with a timeout. Keep in mind, high-level tournament, so 1 timeout per rack. Good afternoon. I see some more people coming in here, by the way, guys. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me know how your day's been so far. If you joined us last night, maybe you had a team that was that you were rooting for, that maybe had some friends that were in it. Definitely give them a big shout out. Go back over the teams that got qualified last night and walked away with $800 cash money. Keep that part in mind. Team Cubacas did the Hateful 8, the Fallen Angels, Rack Deeds, Legendary Donkeys, Shot Callers, Nice House Rack, Drink on Cue, Gravy's Navy, and Felt So Good. So all those teams last night, like I said, got to leave with $800 cash money. And they will be joining us back in, I believe it's in May, if I remember correctly, for the 2026 World Qualifier. Good try. Good try. Dell in control of this rack a little bit here with the 1 and 5. Really playing blocker to the 8-ball, so I don't think I would have, I don't know. I think I would have liked to have seen a little better from Robert on that one, is maybe just a little slower pace. Leave the 11 closer to that corner pocket. Really set yourself up for success later on. Good smooth stroke from Dale.
Have fun, buddy. Have fun, big girl.
Oh, Robert. Robert, come on now. Barely missing that. It's closer, though. I will give him that. I don't know if you took my advice from a second ago, but it's closer. Still with a really great opportunity here to be up 2-0 and get Iron Racks their first point. And he does. Nicely done. Marlena, can you hear me on the mic, my dear? Hey, Miss Jen. No, I'm trying to make Marlena's over there helping me keep score. It's her team. Oops, I did it again. So I'm trying to cheat because they're on two tables at once, so it's easy for it to get away. And I appreciate you, by the way. I should have probably specified that a little more. Like, Marlena, can you hear me? Everybody's like, Tim's trying to do a mic check, which I do on a regular basis with you guys as well. It's funny, man. I was telling somebody the other day about that. I said, yeah, they're like, why you have to, check from time to time? I said, because if you're on an iPhone, it sounds different than if you're on an iPhone, and if you're on an Android, then if you're on YouTube, then if you're on Facebook, depending on which platform and which device you're on. Sometimes, like I've had it to where, like, you guys are like, you're really quiet. I have to turn you all the way up. I'll be on my phone and be about 3/4 of the way out of nowhere. And I'm like, I can hear myself just fine. I'm not even turning all the way up, and I'm in a loud pool hall. And then kind of find out, nope, you're on an Android phone, and it's magically a little bit quieter out of nowhere. I'll keep this set up here. But yeah, Jen, how are you doing today, my dear? Aren't y'all in at like 4 o'clock? There's something crazy about that. Hold on here. Let me get this where it's not frozen. Sorry. Sorry about the loud. I should fix it really fast here. Paige says it sounds fine on iPhone. I love it. That's so good. If it will just unfreeze for me real fast here, that'd be lovely. Hello, cameras. And output. One moment, chat. I'm sorry about that. While we're waiting for that to come back up here. How about them Jags? Come on now. You guys better be cheering as loud as you can. Cheer for the teams that are here too, and try and compete for triangles, right? But you better be cheering for your football team too. Nice, Jen. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I thought so. I thought y'all were in a little bit later today. A little bit later today. All right, camera should be coming back up, guys. I apologize again about the delay here. There it goes. There we go. And I got it back on mine. All right. Sorry about that, chat. All right, let's scope out this table with Dale for just a moment. Z has got some work to do. And honestly, Robert didn't leave him in a really good position to really start doing too much work on it. Look at this. He's got the 5-2 that's tied up with each other right below where the cue ball is on the table. He doesn't really have access because the 8-ball to the 3 or the 7. He barely has access to the 1, but what are you going to do with that? It's blocking up the 10 at least, so that's a good part. He doesn't have access to a 6 or 4. I mean, literally that cue ball is in one of the worst positions it could have been. Marlena, you rock. Thank you, my dear. So Miss Alexis over there representing for Team Iron Racks. And then Josh for Oops, I Did It Again. Perfect. Josh 2 and she's a 3, so it's a 2-3 race right now. She's got 1, so it's back to being a 2-2 race. Normally, for 8-ball, it's hard for the score to get away from you from a commentator standpoint. But when you're on 2 tables, it's real easy for things to get confusing real fast. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Marlena. Shout out to her and Team Oops, I Did It Again for the love. Dale coming on back out using the bridge again. That's just a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Let me. There we go. I get to see some of the beautiful bar in the background here at Diamonds. By the way, if y'all aren't doing anything, y'all are just hanging out at home watching the Jays game, y'all should 100,000% come on up here and enjoy and have fun. Not ready this second, Alexis. I'm not. I like the confidence in the stroke from Dale on that one. Just a small miss on that 3-ball. Luckily, he didn't force follow too much and scratch for that cue ball. But he's still, a very similar predicament. Was he kicking at this ball? Okay, I thought he was kicking for just a second there. I'm like, please tell me you have access past that 8. That looked very off on for just a second for Robert. But yeah, Dale's shooting very confidently right now in this rack, in this matchup. It's definitely showing. Oh, we might get some love. Fortunately, he scratched, but hey, his ball's sitting in the pocket. That is not a bad place for it to be. So Dale's got a couple choices here. He can go ahead and start working on like the 2-5 situation, which there should be enough room that he can be below that 5, so, or that 2, I'm sorry. So I think honestly I'm gonna start with a 3. I'm gonna start with a 3 here. Try to make that bottom left-hand corner pocket. And then maybe see if from there you go ahead and try to drain the 7 either in the side or top left-hand corner pocket. Keeping it kind of simple here.
Red one, quarter one in the squares.
Oh, nice. Red, one of the owners here of Diamonds, won the quarter one square. So I think it was a Q-Tech glove he won because of that, right? Red just made out like a bandit. He won the Q-Tech glove, $100 cash money. Oh yeah, and a free entry into a singles board. How you like them apples, chat? That's why you come by Triangles, guys. Come by and hang out with us. Fun, different events like that. Oh man. Oh, good speed. Oh, I like the way he hit that. I like the way he hit that. Man, Dale's having a go at it on this, right? Though, goodness gracious, it was the 5-2 that was tied up. Now it's the 1-5 that's tied up with each other. Touchdown, Jaguars. You see Dale celebrate. You see Dale celebrate on stream. Let's go. That's right. Nothing like getting to play pool and watching the Jags game. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Oh, my Lanta. That's phenomenal. I love it. Probably needs to go after this 15. There was no reason for him not to go after that 15 inside pocket right there. That ball sitting in the corner pocket was his out ball. Oh, good speed on the 15, though. Oh, he's going to have shape on that 8, though, for the bottom left. And that 3 can make it a bigger pocket. Mark it. Robert's going to have opportunity to get on the board here. And the 3 does help it right there. Nicely done. Nicely done. Robert on the board now. That which, by the way, I forgot to give Iron Racks their first points as a team because Dale's on the hill because of how fast today can go in these matches. Yeah, it's definitely imperative to keep up with where everything is points wise. All right, here we go. Rack number 4. Last update on the second table running right now between Josh and Alexis. Right now, Alexis is up 1-0. She is racing the 3. He is racing the 2. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. That should look a little better on the screen. Oh, Jax just picked up a fumble. There we go. Off of the kick, picked up the fumble. Oh man. Tell you, Robert, if you rewatch this, bud, remind me, or let's get somebody on the team. We're gonna teach a little rail bridge and a closed bridge for you. I'm realizing now with his bridge hand, look at how much wobble his cue has from where he's trying to hit on the cue ball. I think that's part of what's causing miss hit a couple times. Not miss hit, but just hit off where he's trying to be. Yeah, there's a sway to the right. That was a good stroke though. He's got a good stroke. Just got to work a little bit on his bridge hand. All right, good try, but I like the fact he pushed 15 down the bottom short rail. Smart move. Smart move. Just a little off from Dale. He's trying to control the speed though, because where the 15 is, and that's a great move right there. That's why his 15 is not really in trouble. If you look at the table, guys, and see that he's got that 13 ball is going to naturally lead him down to that bottom short rail. He doesn't have to do anything else extra. Ooh, Robert needs to be careful going after this one. He hit it good though. He hit it good. Don't get behind the 14. Oh man. Tough leave. Tough leave. I mean, you still got at least eyes on the 2. So I would just be cautious with how much you're going to move that 8 in the process. But past that, I mean, make good contact with 2, get a rail. Flips off of it. Ties the 2 back up with the 10. Unfortunately, scratch there. Big ball hand opportunity for Dale. All right, Dale's going to go ahead and take advantage of the ball in hand and take out that tied up ball. Careful on that draw, though. If that cue down in position, he had overdrawn a little bit more speed on the draw here, he would have for sure ended up double kissing the cue ball. Getting good speed using 13 to get to the 15. Now he's got a little bit of freedom between everything. He's got an option here for majority of his run. Shooting good. Shooting good. Nicely done. There we go. Good speed control. Oh, he's trying to get himself enough juice there on that cue ball to come off that bottom short rail and get right back. I mean, He looks like he's back in the line for that 12 too. So he hit it with great pace. Just was barely, I didn't mean barely off kilter on that shot. Good attempt from Dale. Robert's gonna have a great chance here to capitalize though. Smooth stroke. Should do him just fine. End up getting contact in the 3. There we go. Yeah, he's set up real good now. Robert's gonna have a chance to make this hill. Let's see if he can capitalize though. He's on the 8. Gonna mark that side pocket, I'm assuming. There we go. Nice control. Good speed by Robert. Great out. Great out. That was very, very nice. Well done. 2-2. Hill, baby. Both teams now gaining 1 point. 1 additional point left available out of this matchup. Just checking on the other table. It's Mr. Josh right there for team. Oops, I did it again. Oh, good attempt on that side pocket with the 10 ball. Miss Lexus will have a chance now to possibly go after that 4 by the luck of it on the side pocket. I don't know. I don't think she should use her 2 here personally, but I just don't think it's going to lead her to the 4, make things easier. So she needs to go for the tougher cut on the 4. And we're about to switch back over to the other table real fast, guys. Good speed attempt on the 2, though. Nice smooth stroke from Dale. Nice thing about using these 2 tables, you're able to reduce the sudden death time. Personally, I like that because you're able to get through more of the matches faster. And so it's just a 90-minute sudden death. It allows everything to go through smoothly for the tournament, get through multiple rounds in a day. And then from the 1-loss side bracket, we're going to end up having 5 qualified teams. Good speed there for the combo. 6 ball, a little bit off kilter, so 3 and 6 just glide, moves 6 up closer to the pocket. Not a bad place for it to be. pushing off that rail. I mean, not a bad shot overall. A little bit further off for that 7 would be nicer. I mean, still got some room for the 3, but now the 7's kind of blocking a little access to the 3. He's not leaving Dell, again, a lot to work with. He may have that 15 ball just fine for the bottom left-hand corner pocket, but doesn't have too much left, not unless he goes for a combo or something. Cue ball gets all the way back up. Oh, what a good tip to the cut. No, gets punished. Unfortunate scratch to the right-hand side pocket. Time for Robert to really punish him. Hey, Seymour, I'm so sorry, brother. He says, hey, Tim, got football on in the house, both games. I got you on my phone in the air. There you go. I just hear you say they split tables. Yes. So during the one loss side of the bracket, to keep things going because we have so many rounds in one day, we do 2 tables at once. And sudden death for 8 ball is an hour and a half. So literally matchup 1 and 2 are both being played out right now as we speak. It's something that took a little bit of getting used to for our area, but it works really, really well. Makes the day go by fast. Personally, I like the challenge. I think it adds an extra depth layer of planning out, really just being tuned into who your opponent has, who you have available, how the matches are going. Good attempt there, but kind of just changed places there with the 9 and 11. But he's got that pocket pretty much locked down. He's got 3 of his stripes all on there, so got a little bit of separation between where everything's at for the 2 players here on the team. Robert with a nice smooth stroke forward. Still has access to the 2 left-hand side pocket. All right, timeout from Tommy on this one. I think he's just worried about him getting stuck. Which I don't blame him. I mean, he could end up getting stuck. It looks pretty straightforward from a shot. Could also go after the 3, which is what Tommy's recommending him to do. Jack up just a little bit, go after 3 for the top left-hand corner pocket. Cue ball drift on down. Go after 2 in the same pocket. Steamroll over there on YouTube side says sounds exciting too. It is. I like it personally, man. Like I said, it was something different to get used to, running on 2 tables at once. But I think as long as your team is dialed in, it's actually not a big deal. That's the crazy thing is at first, when you first hear it and you're not used to it, you're like, that's wild. That's a bad idea. That's crazy. But like, as long as you're dialed in to your team and you're paying attention to what's happening, which like anytime I've captained a team, I've always been one of those that is, but as long as you're dialed into your team and you should, personally as a captain, I've always had an idea of like, hey, like this is how this match is going. So I know that this match is close to ending. I think the other one's still going on right now. So if that's the case, I already have an idea who my third person is going to be, especially if it's my put up, because match 1 and 2 is going on. So this will be the 3rd match next. And from there, if I have an idea who my third person is already going to be, I may change my mind based on wins or loss, but I'm going to be like, hey, you or you, 1 of the 2 of you's up next based on this. So based on that, I mean, you should have everything good to go and ready to go. Yeah, that's right. Steamroller says we have the option during regular league night sometimes. Yeah, yeah. If things are taking a while, yeah, there's nothing wrong. Host location has a spare table for you to utilize in some way, shape, or form, and you gotta get a match that's taking its time, which sometimes they do. It happens. I mean, I watched the match before between two sevens, and I mean, I forget the exact number, but there was one rack that there could not have been anything less than probably like 6 defensive shots between both of them. And so, like, you got to think that was a long rack for 2 skill level sevens to play. And so the match was taking a while. You know what I mean? It does. It happens. Nothing wrong with it. Hey, he gets a little Z Bank love. Dale's got to watch leaving that cue down, though, man. He's so busy watching the object ball. He ain't paying attention to that cue ball. Fixing to roll on back onto his cue. Damien, cheers, sir. Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, I think I see Corey up on the other table. I didn't realize the other match had finished, so I may have to run over there and try to get an update. All right, quick little timeout going on here. Let me run over there and get a quick update happening real fast here, guys. So bear with me for just a moment here. I'll be right back. All right. Well, amazing turn of events there. By the way, Iron Rax is up 4-1 right now, and then did Dale just get that one? I looked away for a split. Not a second, but it looked like he did. No, that was Robert. Oh, what a good one, too. What a good pace. I was about to say Robert needs to get the win here. I thought Dale did for a second. So that'll make it 2-4 overall. Robert getting the win. So, Steamroller, tell me what you think the difference is between a safety and a defensive shot. Perfect. Thank you, Marlena. Appreciate the update. She says confirms team score 4-2 in favor of Iron Rax. Waiting to see who's putting up. So I use safety and defensive shot interchangeable. They're both the same thing. No matter what you're in some form or fashion, you are ending your turn early. You are not attempting to pocket a ball. Now, whether it was successful or not, whether you were hiding a ball, whether you were clustering other balls up to make stuff uglier for your opponents, right? There's multiple different ways that you do a safety or defense shot. but safeties and defensive shots are used interchangeably. Josh did get 3-0'd. Yes, Landon. Yeah, if you pull up rules.poolplayers.com, safety, a defensive action taken when the player has no makeable or high percentage shot or chooses to leave their opponent in a difficult situation and is a legal shot and part of the game of pool. Safety must still conform to the rules, requiring the shooter to make contact with the correct ball first and striking a rail afterwards. Safeties must be marked as defensive shots on score sheets. They're interchangeable. Landon, how you doing today, bud? You agree, but not every defense is a safety? It wasn't a successful safety. It was still an attempt at a safety. Both fives here. Let's get this reset. This is going to be a 4-4 race. Tommy there representing team. Oops, I did it again. And then Mr. Tony representing team Iron Racks. Right. 4-4 race here, both skill fives.
Going to get something to drink. Anybody need me to bring anything back?
By the way, on the other table, Patience is up against Corey. Corey representing, oops, I did it again, skill 4. Patience represent Iron Rack, skill 4, 3-3 race on the second table. All right. Tommy getting a little love from the table. Saw a little head nod in agreement on that. I like it. All right, good attempt there on the 2. Nope. You know what? I just realized I put Iron Racks there at the bottom instead. Tony's name. Goodness great. Sorry, Tony. I don't know why I did that. I was probably saying Iron Racks at the same time. I do apologize. That was not intentional. That's a funny mistake, but but not intentional. I know good odds here on this 14. This actually clear out the bottom half of the table. Slow or small miss there. Good attempt. That actually been very nice for him to get rid of that. He would have just been focused on the top half of the table each time, which both players are about to be. You only got the 2 and the 14 here in the bottom half. Tommy with a chance to take over the top left-hand corner pocket. And he does so. Nicely done. I think rail first would have been a little nicer. But hey, that 12 or that I'm sorry. What's that? The 12? Yeah, 12 ball is blocked a little bit by the 7. So hey, Miss Debbie in chat here saying, let's go, Tommy. Show him some love. Team Iron Racks after 2 matches up 4-2. Miss Alexis there getting a 3-0 victory. Big deal. Tony's gonna take back over that pocket, and he actually hits it with enough oomph. Gets both in there. Nicely done.
Just 8 ball.
Chat, give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right, chat. Firstly, have y'all been behaving since I've been gone? Secondly, have I missed a rack yet? Let's see here. Steamroll says, I made the comment. We said 7 defensive shots between them. I had a skill level 2 and 9 ball. 8 defensive shots because a kick at a ball. Just make good hit is considered defensive in the rule book because it is not an attempt to pocket a ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The words are used interchangeably. Now, what they need, Steamroll, is they need a category for me specifically at attempted and failed defensive shots. That's what they need. That needs to be a new category. I would be top dog in that category. Tommy's face get lucky. Tommy's face get lucky. Oh, we got the love from the top right-hand corner pocket. Oh, Marlena heard me. Thank you, Marlena. Appreciate you, my dear. I had to run outside real fast. Steve Roll's like 100% that should be there. Yes, it should. Good out by Tommy. Nicely done. 1-0. Let's do a quick little travel around here. I didn't want to interrupt him. I'm going to get my second camera set up on the side table here after this for us and possibly do a little picture-in-picture for you guys, but I already interrupted their match earlier, so. Or a selection for a good hit attempt, yeah. Chris Daniel says, what table is your sister's team on? I don't know right off. Let's see. Cameron's on the Rubber Duckies, and they are playing. Let me see here if I can find them on the sheet here. Do a little refresh. Hold on, Chris. I'm gonna see if I can get you the answer, sir. Rubber Duckies they play next round. Fiber and the Rubber Duckies play next round. That's right. So they're not on there just yet. Speaking of defensive shots right there. Mr. Corey at the table now. Representing, I keep wanting to call them oopsie daisies. Represent team. Oops, I did it again. Nice shot there. Good lead by the luck of it here. He should have room for that 5. He's gonna have a little bit of a hard time on a couple of his other balls there. It looks like 6 and 4 maybe tied up on this table. All right, let's get back to the main table here. Tommy taking rack number 1. There we go. David Smith again, rooting on Mr. Tommy. Yeah, show him some love. Those that don't know, Tommy's actually joined me on live stream before, done some commentary and everything. Looking forward to having him on here throughout the year as well. Again, he's done a great job. I like the fact he's going after his problem ball here. 4 ball is definitely in trouble. 5 and 7 are too, but 4 ball is definitely a problem. And if you're feeling confident, freeing up 8 ball isn't that big of a deal. If you're dealing with a little bit of shot issues and your other opponents, what you feel is out shooting you, then it may be best not to free up that 8 ball that early on. This all depends. Depends on how confident you are, your run, that kind of stuff. I'll leave an 8 ball tied up if I'm like, this dude is out shooting me. Hands down. I'm gonna make it his problem first. Almost said the combo numbers there. Yeah. Yeah, no, we don't do that in my household either. I know what you're talking about. We don't do that in my household. Oh, I hear some some drama, if you will, across the pool hall. It seems like some sort of exciting shot just happened. Even though $800 is on the line for day 2 for us here in our triangles, at the same time, man, just people are just crazy excited about stuff. So, somebody waving things down. Tasha over here for Team Iron Racks. They're in the lead. They got a nice little lead right now. So we'll see how these two matches play, how they play out. But nice job hitting that with a little bit of pace. I was 14 all the way down here. Wow. This could work out really well for him. I would have liked to see him use maybe a little top left on that shot. Going back down for that 9 ball. He let it really fly a lot though. He's still got an angle on that 14. That's a tough cut though. He's almost a full diamond away. He's, I mean, not even full ball off of that bottom short rail. Bumping in that combo there. That's going to mess Tommy up a little bit. 5-6 grouped up with each other now. Again, another tough cut. He cuts it good, though. Flips it to the 8 in the process and the 6. I mean, he's going to have eyes on it. This ain't easy, but both shots he just took on were not easy shots. So Tony just shot really good. Nice little run. Very nice little run by Tony. Yeah, Tony's going to try to drill it all the way down. I like this option. There is a potential scratch in that side pocket. All right, he's going to avoid the scratch. Small miss there in the bottom right-hand corner pocket. 8 ball settles out in the middle zone of the table. A little bit outside that right-hand side pocket. And Tommy has got some work to do. Downfall now is anytime the 8 ball's in that kind of middle zone area that I talk about, which I pretty much prefer to the middle being, 1 diamond up and below the side pockets and pretty much draw a line across. That's kind of that middle zone. You got to think the table's halved at this point, right? Like, anywhere you got to have the cue ball is only going to be about half the distance. Whereas, sometimes when that 8 ball, you can get down to like the bottom short rail against your opponent, stuff like that. You can play a full distance shot, where they have all 6 to 7 feet of space to deal with. And so it makes things very tough. Now, he might have gotten a good leave out of that. He might have gotten a good leave out of that. Yeah, this is going to be tough. It's going to be really, really difficult. I don't know if if he's got the room, he's going to slice in that side pocket, I'm assuming. He's marking all the way down. He must have more of it than what I can see. He must have way more of it. That 7 must not even be fully in the picture here. My only worry about this is, that tangent line takes the right to the side pocket. Yeah, okay. All right. He hit it pretty full. So he hit it almost straight on. He didn't hit it at an angle. Good attempt. Tommy back to the table. Honestly, I'd start with a 3 right now. I'd go 3-7, then 6-5. You kind of would think that you lead a 3 as your out ball, but you have a good shot on it right now. Chat, I am telling you guys, if y'all are at home right now here in Jacksonville and you are not coming out and hang out at Diamonds with us while this Jazz game is going and the day 2 of Triangles is going on, you are missing out. Absolutely fun bunch of people right now. See, he couldn't. Tommy, look right back at the camera. Stop it, Tommy. Oh man, a little, maybe a little top left there would have served him just to time it better, but you still got perfect shape for the 5. I mean, honestly, like this is just fine. You don't need it straight or anything. You want a little bit of an angle. That way, you're gonna naturally come off that top short rail back down. Don't do anything weird here though, because you don't want to groove up on top of the 3. So that'd be the only thing that could potentially happen for him right now. Oh man. Well, he might have gotten another good leave out of it. Somehow or another hiding the 8 ball again. Or hiding the cue ball to the 8 ball, I should say. Tommy, I'm not picking on you on this, but one of my favorite things my first captain in APA ever said to me was, Tim, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And I always laughed. I was like, nah. I was like, it's better to be good than lucky. And then like a couple times I got lucky after that. I'm like, maybe it is better to be lucky than good sometimes, you know? Works out. It's nice. That's always laughing at people kind of like flag things down, kind of wave and do the respectful wave thing. And like, I'm sorry. My favorite thing to do in that is I'm like, you gonna return it? You gonna do that shot that you got a free bad leave on or something like that? No. Dude, don't apologize. You're good. You didn't do nothing crazy to me. I promise. You didn't hurt my feelings. Chat, do y'all like the 1 rail kick or no here? I kind of like this 1 rail kick right here. Good speed. Very good speed. Now look at where that 8 ball is. What a good shot by Tony. This is going to start putting a little bit more pressure on Tommy here. Blocks up access to that bottom left hand corner pocket for Tommy as well. And that 8 ball is now a diamond at most away from that corner pocket. If he can get back below that 3, and he is left-hand side of it, a little below it, he's fine. He can go with the right-hand side pocket. It's not a bad leave. One of those where if you, whenever you're watching the higher skill levels, I'd say like the 7 and up. This is one of the ones where they'll let their stroke out. They'll hit this and just let the stroke on through. I ain't even worried about it. All right. Tommy ain't either. He let his stroke out a little bit, goes right to the rail. Miss Cheryl, what's going on? She says, good afternoon, Tim. Good afternoon to you as well. Hope you're doing well and blessed. She says, great game so far we're watching. Yes, they are. Oh, no. Tommy missed that with a chance to go up 2-0. Really, really getting a great chance to, oops, I did it again. And Tony's going to come back to the table and be able to scoop this up. And Tony does. On to rack number 3. Let's check in on the second table here. Sorry. Mr. Corey versus Patience right now. And then Marlene, I don't know if you're still in the stream here. I know they're on at least a different rack. I just don't know who won that first rack. If you happen to have a update for me. Oh, no rail. No rail. Ball in hand, even if he made good contact with his ball, it's no rail afterwards. Patient caught it. Something, by the way, that's something for you to really watch out for during your matches. I remember one time, my captain, luckily my captain caught it. I was doing a 1 rail kick to get a good hit on a ball, and it was tough with where I was hidden and stuff. And my captain was the one that caught it. He was like, Tim, he's like, no rail. I'm like, what? Because like somebody had asked me if it was a good hit. I was like, yeah, it's a good hit. And what they meant was, not just was it a good hit, but like was it a good shot overall? Like, was it a foul at all? That's what they were meaning. I didn't catch that. So my instant answer right off the bat was, yes, it's a good hit. We're hunky dory. And my captain's like, no, you didn't hit a rail afterwards. It's like, oh, I was like, okay. He's like, you didn't see that? I was like, I'll be honest with you. I said, I was so intrigued on me getting a good hit on that, you know, overall, like I couldn't have told you what happened afterwards at all. I couldn't have told you which ball moved past the one I was watching. Second table, 2-0 in favor of Corey. I'm pretty sure that gives them another point here. Let me double check one thing real fast. Damage Corey, skill level 4. Patience should be a skill level 4 for Iron Racks. She is. So Iron Racks will actually be up on their 5th point for the team. Not 54, 5th point. That's right. Steamroller called it out phenomenally on Tommy a moment ago. He noticed it. He said he was overconfident on the 8-ball. Got to go through your pre-shot routine. Yeah, treat every ball the same. A good piece of advice that was given to me a while ago, you know, when I was having issues making and pocketing 8-balls. They said, you know, of course, with a lot of your shots, right? Like you're planning on what's your next ball, and so you're setting up for shape, and not to overdo it, right? Because you don't want to overthink it and complicate it, but set up for shape after your 8-ball. Have a place where you want the cue ball to go, and it helps because it's your normal routine. It's what you always do whenever you're shooting. You know, as a mid to high skill level in most cases, you know, you're setting up for that next shape, the next shot. So it's definitely a good piece of advice. Oh, is Corey on oops? Did I do that backwards? I most certainly did. I gave Iron Rex that point, didn't I? Thank you, Marlena. Sorry about that, my dear. Appreciate the fact she's listening out, by the way. Shout out, Marlena, team. Oops, I did it again. Captain. This is a big deal, too, because if Corey gets one more rack, he'll 3-0. And actually, oops, will be up 5-4. Really big deal. And it seems like this match could end up going the gauntlet, maybe a potentially hill matchup. So 3-4 is the current team score based on Mr. Corey over there playing against playing against Patience on the second table and being up 2-0 in the even race to 3. Tony firing that shot, getting a little bit of breakout on the 7-4. That's enough space that if he was below it, it'd be really, really beneficial. Might still be able to rock with the 7 from here. Look at that. Look at that. Good speed by Tony. Nicely done. Very well played. These tables, the cloth is very well maintained by Diamonds. And so I would dare say these tables do play a little slicker, a little faster than what some people may be used to, as if the cloth was recently replaced. And so as long as you don't over hit with your speed and rattle in the pocket of a diamond, the pocket will do some work for you. We saw that multiple times on stream yesterday. Multiple times. Oh, Corey got the win. That is massive for Team Oops. Oops. They got the win again. They're up 5-4. And they will be starting matchup number 5, which if they actually get it started, let me see here. I think 2:30 is sudden death. Yeah, so 2:30 sudden death. So if they can actually get the match started and get the rack stroke, they'll prevent getting in sudden death. But if all you have is just your player up or you're just lagging, you're still going into it. Rack has got to be struck.
Any options have not started yet. We'll be playing stuff. Yeah, it is 2:30.
Sudden death. First rack's worth 2. Second rack is worth 1. First rack is worth the W in that matchup. In case you need to know that for tiebreaker purposes. So 2 racks to roll them on. I think I see Miss Marlena going on up. And I think Mr. Stephen Highsmith Jr. is going on up for iron racks, which let's see. Stephen Dalton's 5 and 7 is 12. Tony makes 17. Dell makes. No, that can't be right. Who's that over there? That must not be who's going. That's right, Steamroller. He said one thing I'll say about Diamond Tables: you hit the ball hard, it will not. Yeah, it won't work. It will not. It will not work at all. It will rattle in that pocket. You have got to hit it absolutely pure in that pocket. Absolutely do. Tommy over here with ball in hand right now. He's got a lot of work to do on the rack. I like the fact he's starting off with the 2 balls here that are on the long rail. Nothing else on the short rail, so he's got a little bit of breathing room across the way. Steven, I must be looking at something wrong. Oh, it was Dale Woods, not Don that played. So Steven 7, Tony's 5, that's 12. Dale makes 16. Patience makes 20. Let's make 20. Okay. Yeah, that is Stephen Highsmith Jr. So Marlena's back against the wall right now. That is going to be a tough matchup on the second table. Very tough matchup. Steven skill level 7, Marlena skill level 4, and their handicap does not matter. They are in sudden death. So first rack will be worth 2 points. Second rack will be worth 1. Oh, good try by Tommy there, just off a tiny bit there. But yeah, Steven, I agree with you, man. Diamond tables are great, but they're tough. They're very tough, and that's I had somebody call me bougie the other day about it, and I was like, we're blessed. We're blessed here in Jacksonville. Not everywhere has a plethora of diamond tables, and once you get used to a certain table, a certain style, and the difficulty of them, you kind of prefer that because you definitely have grown as a player from the difficulty of that table. So really big deal. Curves that on in just a little bit. Tony getting the second rack against Tommy. While we're waiting for that rack to go, we're going to flip on over here, catch a little bit of the action of the sudden death rack. Mr. Stephen Highsmith Jr. there. A little too far. Sorry. Go on, camera. You guys are going on a trip with me. Wow, guys, look at where that 8-ball is on the table. That is dangerous. If I'm seeing correctly on this table here from our point of view, that's bottom left-hand corner pocket. Man. Hey, you could really have a situation going on there. Yeah, that's one thought you kept in mind. Steamroller saying on my YouTube side, leave the 7 in the wind. Yeah. If you can save a 7 for sudden death, And if they have nothing else to stack against it, you know, that should benefit you. Now, granted, one rack, anything can happen, right? You have an early 8 of some sort happen, something crazy happen, right? I'm not saying, you know, that is completely against you, but I would say there's a handicap for a reason, right? And it's to make this accessible for everybody. And when that is out the window because of sudden death, and that first rack is worth those 2 big old points, you know, it's a big deal. Really, really big deal. This is where things get wild. He hit that very hard. Could have sent something going all the way to that 8 ball. He is, ooh, Steven, you've got to watch that, bud. You have got to watch that. Oh, my Lanta. Chat, we may just stay on this table for just a moment, by the way. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for us here. Sorry, I know Tony's going to be a little bit in the way here. I said I want to get that second camera set up, but I've already interrupted them once, and I don't want to bring another camera over that empty table real fast. I'll get it set up for the next round for us. It's Miss Marlena, captain of team. Oops, I did it again. I tell you, it's great, man. Mike's over here having fun with the wild card squares. Everybody was really taking advantage of those yesterday. James Brown won the next one because what is it, 10-7? Nice. 10-7. 0 bill, 7 jacks. So that puts it, yeah, puts on James Brown's. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, they were handing out free squares yesterday for accomplishments. So not only did you get the sweet custom patch there, right? You get the sweet custom patch for the HLT tournaments, but then you also got yourself a free entry in which you're talking about we're giving away cash money. We're giving away beautiful Q-Tech gloves. Those Q-Tech gloves are nice as can be. And oh yeah, that's right. One of the SVB Q-Tech Qs too, the beautiful white and black one. Like, so you mean tell me I could get an 8 on the break, win something cool for my team, get us 3 tries to the World Qualifier. Oh yeah, now I can also win a Q as well. Let's go. It was a good day. That's right, Steamroller. If you make it sudden death, the 7 is critical in a gamble. It is a gamble because usually there's come a time where you could have used that 7 earlier on, and you may have risked the biscuit. May have risked the biscuit too much and not even gotten that 7 sudden death. One rule holds true in APA, and you know I've already did a couple times on stream. I've actually kind of been hypocritical to myself on the argument about it, but you don't leave your best player on the bench, and if you can field a 7, right, you don't leave them on the bench. This is really big. This is really big right here. This will be 2 points automatically. Iron Racks will shoot up to 6 points right now. It will also give them the third win, which means if there's a tiebreak, they will whatchamacallit, if there's a tiebreak, they will win the tiebreaker. Big points right there. Big points. All right, we're gonna check back in over here. Let me zoom back out. Paige says, the rack wasn't struck before sudden death. Wait, Patience, can you find out for sure? But they definitely crept in the sudden death time. The rack had not been struck yet. So now if they have already started, please. Okay. All right. Well, I will mark it otherwise. Oh, we got an 8 on the break. Oh, well then never mind. Never mind. I missed that first rack then. I was like, this rack was definitely not struck, so I must have just caught it off at the wrong time. Thank you, Patience. So I stand corrected, chats. Please do forgive me for that misinformation. Patience over here on the team updating us here. So Steven got an 8 on the break and just got that second rack then. So that should be second rack for him. So should be up 2. He's against skill level 4, so that is a 5-3, or I'm sorry, a 5-2 race. Is what that is. So he is a race of 3-2 over there. Do forgive me on that. Appreciate it, patience. I was like, they played that so well, but oh, what an out. What an out. That should put Tony onto the hill. Patience, keep me correct about this if you would. That should put Tony on the hill. That will give Iron Racks their 5th point. Well, Marlena has got a chance, not just a chance, a good chance at that. All right. Should be on the last rack here. Potential for Tony. Tommy's still needing 3 on this. All right, Tony, looking at this, Papa's going to be in trouble for him. I'm trying to look at the table, see what other options he has, but 4 is tied up on the 14. 5 balls in a little bit of trouble. He's got a lot of work to do on this table, too. Tommy be able to start something with this. 9 balls free and clear. Might be able to go after the 9 and then 11 right away. Patience, if any more racks get completed over there and you happen to be able to overhear me or anything, please let me know. Good try by Tommy. Small miss there on the bottom right hand corner pocket. 11 ball, 12 ball, I'm sorry, comes right back out to the middle part of the table. I think smooth stroke this 1 ball into the bottom left. Go and get started there. See him get the 6 off the rail maybe a little bit. Time to clear out part of the table. Nope, gonna give a little help to Tommy as well with the 15. It's a little bump into the 5 and might be favorable, might be just enough past the 11 from going top left hand corner pocket. Yeah, it must be. He's getting down on that shot right away. And doesn't overstroke it, so has eyes to cut that 7 on in. A little bit of a stretch across the table. I don't like the 6 here. That cue ball's gonna drift across the table. He might get himself hooked. Yeah, had he hit that properly, that cue ball still would have been over. Possibly another full diamond. He would have been hooked behind 13 in the, what was that, 12 ball? All right, Tommy off kilter just again on that 10. Looks like we have a team already done getting qualified. Let me double check to see where we're at on that. Oh, I don't know who won that match between Perfect Combination and Rack and Roll. But yes, we do have one of the brackets already done. Let me see here. Perfect Combination and Rack and Roll. It was Rack and Roll. Rack and Roll got the win. Congratulations to them. Another qualified team. Awesome. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Right now, by the look of it, checking out the other parts of the bracket for triangles here. Diamond Cutters versus Press 1 for English. Winner of that moves on to play day 1-ish. Rack and Roll finish out their bracket playing against Perfect Combination. Right now, Narwhals versus the Q-Tang Clan. And the winner of that goes to play this matchup that we're watching here, the winner of this matchup. So both these teams got one more round to go. Let's see. Oh, lost my spot here. Hold on. And then right now, we got Strokers 3 playing against Post 9. And then Rackman Weep versus Here Comes the Boom. The winner between Strokers 3 and Post 9 goes to play on the snap. And then the winner of Rackman Weep and Here Comes the Boom goes on to play Fire Breathing Rubber Duckies. Thank you, Tasha. We got that. Patience corrected me on it. She said he got an 8 on the snap. It looked like he had started before or started at sudden death. Keep in mind, it's all about the rack being struck for sudden death. So it looked like he had the rack not been struck yet. That's what it looked like. Based on when we got the information at Corey 130. All right, Tony on the 4-ball. A little back bank would be nice. About in the last update I saw, I believe Steven was up for sure 2-0, but if Patience is still in here, I'd love to know the answer. But he should have at least been up 2-0 because he made an 8 on the break from what I understand first rack, and then he definitely won the second rack. We had tuned in part of that one. So left in their matchup was a 3-2 race left in the battle. There we go. Nice stroke by Tommy. And if he can stay in there kind of in a straight line, he can make this 11 and 7 together. So this is where you got to use bottom. Bottom's going to turn that 11 in the top. And so after it makes contact with that 7, it should continue forward. He's just going to barely tap it in. Downfall that he leaves a shot for Tony. It's a longer distance shot, don't get me wrong, but he needed to load up on that a little bit. Now, with where the 11 kind of drifted down just the tiniest bit, he may have not had the right angle for it, but right now, Tony's got a good chance. Well, the problem is if he misses this, well, Tommy has got, the out for sure. Oh. Shot for my camera, guys. 1 second. The not real earthquake will stop shaking here in just a moment. Uh-oh. Oh, we got fancy with that. All right. Tony getting the win there. Shaking hands. We're going to switch back over. Now let's see if we can get an update. Patience, I don't know if you're still on the mic with me. If anybody from the team over there is, but give this adjust just a little bit here. I hit those buttons wrong. All right, let's do this. All right, let's see if we can get a proper score update by chance.
Yeah, not bad. Tim.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. Be right back. All right, here we go. So it is 3-1. Atlanta will be on the hill. Iron Racks does have the what are they doing to the camera? Why has that changed all of a sudden and shaking? Hold on, guys. I got to get this fixed. I don't realize they're hitting it. All right, we should be a little better now. Camera shaking should stop. So when they bumped it, they accidentally bumped it close to the table. So every little movement on the bar table is making the camera shake here, chat. That was funny. I walked over there, I was like, what are you doing to the camera? They weren't doing a darn thing. Same with a great shot there in that side pocket. Oh man, a little back cut potential here on the 8. See, won the chance to be on the hill, and this should actually be the victory. Iron Racks has 3 wins. Yeah, if my math is mathing. I believe they'll probably still finish out, but if my math is mathing, I have the current team score correct. Iron Rack should have 3 wins, which means the best that Oops, I Did It Again can get is to 7, because there's 1 additional point for them in the snag. And tiebreaker will be which team with the most wins. So total score was 5-4 in favor of Oops, I Did It Again after Corey's match. Tony won 2-0, making it 5-6. And in Tony's match, both players are now on the hill, making it 6-7. The right steamroll was like earthquake. And yeah, so technically this match is over. I'm assuming they're just gonna play it out and finish it out, but which we'll let them do so. You know, just in case my math is wrong, we're not gonna hop over there and tell them wrong, but I'm fairly certain we got this right. Yeah, I may have it wrong in terms of wins here. So let me see here. I know Alexis. Let me pull up the dealer here. Let's see. I know Alexis won hers 3-0. I don't remember Dale winning his. Tony definitely won his. It's 3 of the matches. And no, Patience didn't win hers. Yeah, I think I'm off. I think I'm off on it. No, Hill. We'll wait. We'll wait for the final result on them. What we'll do. Dale says I didn't. Yeah, but I think Dale, y'all have 2 wins under your belt, right? Yeah, I think both teams have 2 wins under their belts. Is what it is. Which means Marlene has a chance to tie it, get the win here. That would make the 3rd win for the tiebreaker. So yeah, I'm off on it. That's what it is. That's what it is, chat. So it does come down to this rack. Amazing thing for it to come down to. So good luck to both players. Got to play your heart out right now. Everything that has happened up to this point all boils down to this for you. Simmerl says, I know I've had a few adult beverages, but didn't think it was that much because of the earthquake. Yeah. Yeah, when they I have it taped down pretty good, but when they kicked it just barely, there's a built-in cue holder into the tables. And so I have it around that as extra protection for the tripod and the camera. And when they barely just nudged the camera, they nudged it where it was right up against it. So that way every little movement on the table, of course, was reflective on the stream. Dale says we had a bye yesterday, so we were 1-1 yesterday. Gotcha. He's a skill level 7 playing a 4. Let me pull back up the bracket here. Okay, there we go. I don't know. I thought Butane Clan and Narwhals finished up their match. I'm trying to see who won that matchup because the winner of that is who moves on to play the winner of this matchup. Alexis, it's a 2-5 race because a skill level 7 versus a skill level 4. And goes that race based on the handicap chart. Yeah, 7-4 versus 4 is a 2-5 race. Then if it was a 7 versus 3, it's a 6-2 race. And if it's a 7 versus 2, is a 7-2 race. But just based on the handicap. Based on the handicap, that's what it is. In which both players are already on the hill. Both have already earned their team a point. And just all boils down to this rack. Which Steven's got great run potential. I can't tell what that other ball is right past the, looks like the 15. It might be the 11. Or it could be the 3. But if for some reason, if the 4 and the 5 here are the last 2 balls that Steven has, this run is definitely on. But I feel like that's got to be a 3. I feel like he's looking that direction. Yeah, I don't think that's a 3. I felt like it was for a moment because he was staring at it, but he just set up good for that 8 on the side pocket. This is for the win. And he's grabbing a pocket marker right now. The Narwhals versus Q-Tank Clan still going. I'm sorry. I thought they were done for just a moment. I think there was just another match being thrown. And that will be all that she wrote. Congratulations, Team Iron Racks, getting the win overall. Well done. Well done. All right, guys, I got to get some things set up in preparation for next round, and we'll be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern here. So we got almost an hour in between. With that being said, guys, appreciate y'all for tuning in, and then make sure to come on back because we'll have a 4 p.m. round and then should have a 7 p.m. round as well, guys. So appreciate y'all so much for coming on in, but still got 2 more live streams for y'all today, guys. So y'all enjoy and take care. Be blessed. Get some rest as always. I want to get you to watching billiards again here. Appreciate you guys so much. See y'all in less than an hour. So Tim Jones on behalf of Jacksonville APA signing out.
The voice of Jacksonville Pool.